there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's project is a desk calendar. Sits up just like that. Hold it the right way. And it features products from the Celebration brochure. That's this one here. That's running from the 3rd of August through to the 30th of September 2021. And the products I'm using are Counting Sheep stamp set and the sheep dies as well. And that's on page 10 and page 11 of the brochure. Now, these items are free with a qualifying purchase over $90 Australian during the months of August and September. So any products that you buy from Stampin Up, from me from Stampin Up, up until the end of September, over $90 Australian, you can qualify for a free item from this brochure. And it's full of amazing stuff. This bedazzling paper is wonderful as well. But I'm just going to focus on this Counting Sheep stamp set and the dies, which they're so adorable. They've got the little gate and the sheeps, the little flags, the sun and the clouds. Just love them. So let me show you how I put this together. It's super easy. Oh, I should show you the stamp set too. It's that there. The little cute little party hat. And there's a die that cuts that one out as well. Here's the dies. This is great, this little fence or gate, whatever you want to call it. Love it. Right, let me show you how I made it. So this is using a piece of Smokey Slate cardstock, and I have embossed the top half of it just there, if you can just sort of see, just to give a little bit of difference in the background, just to give a little bit more interest there. So I'll go ahead and show you the basics of putting this together. That's how it's inserted in there. It's very easy. So I've got, this just uses one A4 piece of cardstock. So one piece is cut at lengthwise. There's my little notes there. One piece is cut lengthwise at 10 centimeters, and the insert piece, so the piece that goes in here to keep it all together, is cut lengthwise at 9.5, so it's half a centimeter shorter. So with that, the 10 centimeter piece, we're just going to fold it in half. You could score it if you want to. It's just as easy to get a nice fold and fold it in half. Use your bond folder, and then I'll come back on the video in a moment and show you how I just embossed the top half of it. Now for the insert piece, I'm going to need to do a little bit of scoring. I'm just going to bring in my trimmer, and with that trimming blade, the light coloured one, I'm just going to score it 10.5 centimetres at each end. So one, and then turn it round. That's the scoring done. And then this just folds in half. So this makes the insert to keep the calendar, the desk calendar, standing up. So just fold it in half and score. And then if you can see in here, we're just going to make a little mountain fold. And so we're just going to bring one half up where that score line is. So bring one up and bring the other one up. Score them. And that's the insert for the calendar. And then this piece will just go across the top like that. Will just be attached across the top. Oops. There, I should say. Like that. And that's all there is to that bit. You can make a smaller piece if you don't want such a large insert. I just like it larger because I think it makes the calendar a little bit more sturdy. But sure, if you want to use a smaller piece of cardstock, then go for it. So that's just a fold, and then a concertina fold or a mountain fold back up again to get that in the middle. So we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm just going to do the stamping for this cute little sheep. And if you're wondering where that little bow comes from, it's actually from the birthday chick die set. There's a very adorable little bow in there, and I just couldn't resist. These colours here are Bumblebee, actually, that I've cut those out from. So let's bring in our stamp, and stamp that little sheep and do a little bit of colouring. And we'll die cut it as well. So it's our little sheep, and let's just do a little bit of die cutting, a little bit of colouring with our stamping blends. I'm just using Smoky Slate Dark and Light. So this is the dark one, that's the dark one. So I'm just going to come in a little bit there at the top of her ears, top of her legs. I'm not getting just around the top of her face there. Not doing too much, and then I'm coming in with my light and just blend that out. I will put the dimensions for the cutting in the body of this video as well as a link to my Stampin' Up website, so you can see the products that I've used today. It's just with the dark colour, I'm just going to do her little hooves. Fix that one up there. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and show you how I did the embossing there and cut this little one out. So let me just grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So you only need the base plate, number 1, and then number 4 for this one, because we're using a 3D embossing folder. And I've placed one half of my, just the front half of my cardstock crossways to fit, just because I only want to do the top half of the embossing. You can do the whole one if you want to, it doesn't actually matter, but I'll just bring that in and just run that through here. Yeah, you can do the whole lot, it doesn't matter, whatever is easiest for you. So that way I've just got that top, it's nearly 3/4, but it doesn't matter. So let's just change up the plates now, and we'll die cut this little cute thing, little cute sheep I should say. Okay, so there's our little sheep cut out. Next thing I'm going to do is attach that designer series paper. Now this designer series paper measures 10 centimeters across by 7.5 centimeters. Grab some. Now I'm going to actually put the insert of the calendar together next, because I've gone ahead already previously and cut out all of the dies. Just pop that on there. A couple of minutes to settle. Don't know if I mentioned, but that embossing folder is the Tasteful Textures embossing folder, and there it is here, the Tasteful Textures. I love it. I use it an awful lot. I really do. And this paper is from the Pattern Paper Designer Series paper stack. It's that massive big paper stack that's towards the back of the Stampin' Up annual catalogue is where you'll find it. All right, so to put this together, put the insert together, put that out of the way. What you're going to do is you're going to place, I usually line up the bottom of this insert with the bottom of the front, and then you're going to fold it over like that. So let's do the back first. Use whatever adhesive you prefer. My preference is Tombow because I have a little bit more control over things if I don't get it in quite the right place. So let's just put that bit in there first. So I'm going to line up the bottom. Oops, let's stop and think for a minute. What have I done? Oh, that's right. Sorry. Line up the bottom where the fold is with the bottom of the card stock. So it's, and this insert is 1/2 centimetre smaller, shorter I should say, so just line that up so it's straight, and then give that a good burnish, and then do the same with this one. And all you have to do is then fold that one over and score. Give it a few minutes to set. And it's done. There you have it. There's the calendar. Like I said, I like having it slightly wider because I think it's just the insert slightly longer or wider. I just think it gives it more stability. But again, if you want to use less cardstock, it's up to you. Let's put it together now. Like I said, I've gone ahead and done most of the cutting, or done all the die cutting actually, to save a little bit of time. So with the fence or the gate, whatever you want to call it, I have used the craft paper, which is in our mini catalogue. That's our holiday catalogue, which is currently available. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator at the moment and you live in Australia, I'd be more than happy to send you the celebration brochure and the mini catalogue. Just email me, stampingmary, that's MERRY, at gmail.com, and I will get one in the mail to you. I'm just double checking I've got that straight. Sorry to have if I took it out of the video there for a moment. Yep. And let's pop this on now. A couple of dimensionals. I should just put that little bow on before I go too much further. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Just a little bit Tombow on there. I'm using my silicone mat because when I'm working with Tombow, sometimes I do make a little bit of a mess. Oops. There we go. And it's cute, right? It's cute. If you don't have that craft paper, you could use crumb cake or soft suede. Let's put I've already gone ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of these die cuts, just to save a little bit of time. They're so cute. I'm not trying to wish us into January 2022 just yet, but I thought it was a good idea to make a start on some of these other products, or some of these other crafting suggestions for the new year. And I just bought these little calendars, these little mini desk calendars. I bought them online. I got them on eBay actually. They're really easy to find and to source. Yeah, and then these little cute little flags, just for a little bit of extra interest. Yeah. And last but not least, of course, our little calendar. So probably easiest, well, again, use whatever adhesive you like. Tear and tape is good for this, but the Tombow was right at my hand, so we'll use the Tombow instead. And just position there. Give it a few minutes to adhere. That's not quite straight. Come on. Here you go, and there it is. Very easy to make little desk calendar featuring the cute counting sheep and counting sheep dies, which are free with a qualifying order from Stampin' Up up until the end of September 2021. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or click the links at the bottom of this video. Bye!